Hey guys, welcome to your soulmate reading for Libra. Apply this to your own unique situations. You may switch the roles if you want. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you guys get notified on when my new videos post and when I go live. Also, if you guys are interested and wanting to follow me on my social media pages, personal readings with me on Zoom, pre-recorded. The links and the details are in the description box below. Also, if you guys haven't joined my channel memberships, hit the join button. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did join just to support me and also my channel. All right, so what messages do we have for Libra regarding their soulmates? This could be someone new, this could be someone current, this could also be someone old. Apply this to your own unique situations and your own timelines. Who is this soulmate? What is this soulmate's energy like? Death, Scorpio energy, King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I think you may have been dealing with a situation here where I feel like things ended between you and the soulmate here. The soulmate is, your soulmate is someone here who's very intellectual, you know, someone here who is, I guess, very brainy here, but I feel like this person could come off very emotionally cold. I don't know, I feel like this person was not really giving to the situation. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This person may have been someone who was very selfish, into themselves here. Something ended between you and the soulmate here. Tell me about how this connection is different from the past. Three of Pentacles. I just feel like there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of arguing. There was a lack of cooperation here. There was a lack of seriousness in the situation here. To be quite honest, I feel like this may have been very similar to past situations that you may have dealt with your Libra. The Hermit and the Four of Pentacles here. You know, here's the thing. I feel like one of the things I'm getting here is I feel like the person that you may be dealing with here may be an avoidant here. You know, I feel like this person definitely has a hard time introspecting, self-reflecting on what happened here. I feel like, you know, this person may have a hard time really just facing themselves. You know, facing their, you know, their flaws, you know, their setbacks in life, you know. I feel like this is something that this person really tries to avoid. The problem is when you avoid in that way, you don't really learn and grow from your experiences. You're just putting kind of like a band-aid on the situation here. But then it keeps coming back over and over and over again. And someone here keeps wondering, why does it keep coming back? Because it's not being addressed. Yeah, it's not being addressed. It's not being worked on. It's not being healed, right? What lesson is this soulmate connection teaching you, Libra? Hangman, Piscean energy. And the Lovers, Gemini energy. What is the soulmate connection teaching you? I think it's teaching you about what structure, what disciplines, what stability looks like in a relationship and in the person here. I think it's also teaching you that, you know, relationships are not, you know, it's not built on fear, you know. It's not built on darkness, you know, it's built on, you know, light, you know, and love. Obviously, you know, there could be, you know, darkness in a relationship, you know, sometimes, you know, but, you know, that darkness that shows up, we need to do something about it, right? We need to work with the dark in order for us to experience the light here, right? You know, but I do feel like it's showing you that, you know, there are stable people out there. There are balanced people out there. Let's see, what obstacles and delays are affecting this connection? Competition here, ego. I do feel like, you know, someone here could be dealing with someone here who has a very fragile ego. I mean, someone's ego could, yeah. whoever this person is, I do feel like, you know, since you separated from this person here, I do feel like this person's going through some sort of ego death here. I do feel like this person's silently going through kind of like, you know, this kind of like this emotional chaos within them. We have the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy, and also the High Priestess. What they currently feel and want from you. What do they currently feel and want from you with the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords? Yeah, this person is not doing well. I do believe that this person's going through an ego death. I do feel like this person's like kind of like facing their own baggage here. They're facing their guilt and their shame here, you know? I feel like what they want right now is that because I feel like this person has a hard time regulating themselves, soothing themselves, they want you to soothe them. And you can't, because you end up doing the work of two people. This person needs to learn to sit with this so that they learn so that they learn how to process their own emotions in a healthy way here. What future potential and next steps are in this soulmate connection? Eight of Cups. The Knight of, you know, I feel like what's going to happen is like you're going to end up walking away from this here, but I don't feel like it's going to, I feel like this person's going to really, really, really struggle without you. And the interesting thing is that there is separation here, and I feel like this person's under the impression that you guys are going to get back together. You know, is that you're not going to stay away for a long time. And, you know, this person's definitely operating from a place of illusions here and delusion. Six of Swords and also the Hierophant here. What's going to happen is that, Libra, you will step away from this situation. You will do what's right for you. You will do what's right for you here, but I really feel like this, whatever this person's going through right now, I do feel like it's good for this person here. It's good for you to stay away from them because it seems as though this person's in the process, or that they will go through some sort of huge ego death. Yeah, sometimes we have to stay away from somebody. Sometimes we have to give that person the space in order for them to go through the processes that they need to go through in order for them to be a better version of themselves. So, Libra, I do hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that this reading resonated. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will speak to you guys in another read. Thanks, guys. Bye.